March is continuing to walk along peacefully for the moment.
Welcome to the live stream, BLR family. And we are in New York City. Alex Chaser.
Let me know if you guys see the stream okay.
Today, and we will be reviewing the Black Lives Matter Justice March. They're going to be marching over to City Hall.
Yeah, we walk in between a lot of
and we're going to be reviewing
what skyscrapers went down over here. The connection might get a little spotty.
So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe at this time. And
light up a rock, Alex.
You want to set that post notification bell. So when we do upload,
looks good. Thank you.
You can receive an immediate notification. Thank you again for your support, everyone, and enjoy the stream.
Wrestling. You know, this is wrestling, right?
No worries. I want to make sure I talk to you.
Why can't you run a white woman's ID right now? Why is that fucking hard to do? You grab up my boy for fucking sucks, and you like to shit out of him, and you can't get a white woman's ID right now? Are you kidding me? Just stand her fucking like she's wanted. I mean, God. Test ticket. Test ticket. You can look at the bit. You can look at it. That's like you're going about it. You want turn the fucking camera on. Come on. Hold on. Guys over there, guys.
Now trapped behind the wall of cops as they follow along. Escaped. Poor doggy. Doggy is happy. This is the last dog was happy. There's a lot of people that have brought their pets to these things over the summer. We are towards the front of the march now. Some commotion in the back of the march. Let's make our way back there. Cameraman is a grand. Okay, sure, why not? Medics have been called to the back of the march. Not sure what the issue was. No, it's not Flatbush Ave. We're by the bridge. All right, march is continuing along.
For those of you just joining the stream, welcome in. We are reviewing what went down last night in New York City. Black Lives Matter protest for justice took to the streets of New York City, and they are headed to City Hall. Let's see what went down last night, BLR family. Count up the likes. Feel free to indulge in the chat, even please, and drop a comment below after the stream.
All right, how are you?
From the Polish American Brotherhood.
I didn't.
She jammed us all up with the.
You want me to film it?
Yeah, you can film it. She's here. She's a Nazi. She was at the Capitol.
All right. Let everyone know.
Yeah. She's screaming.
Got it. Bike man weaving through.
Another big shout out to Alex Chaser. He's out there on his white cruiser. And let me tell you, he's bringing front and rear protest
down this
angles.
road is the 84th precinct.
Guys, be sure to
Pretty
go
heavy
with
police presence, walled off.
Thank you, thank you.
No cops, question mark. There's cops following behind in pretty large numbers. You can see down there. That's all of the police sirens. The force following alongside. But the cops so far have not come on the LRAD. Marches continue to walk along through the light, currently making our way towards the bridge. Hey, she got it back here. She has it back here. She has it back here. Turn around. Woman dropped her camera. Right here. Sorry. My phone is bugging out. All right, we had some woman drop her camera. Turns out she's standing behind the cops, not too friendly to the protest. But she was able to retrieve her camera.
Let's go, y'all. Stay away from
That's the girl that he was showing me on the phone before, I'm pretty sure. People are now following behind the Trump-supporting camera points. They just attacked her. Go help you, chump. No one's attacking her. They're just walking alongside her, shining lights at her camera and whatnot. There's a wall of cops like 15 feet behind her as well, kind of guiding her along. They just attacked her. Go help. She did nothing. No one's attacking her. They just helped her get her camera back. They're just following her along. Police are trying to escort the Trump supporting woman. Not sure if we're going to be crossing the bridge. Usually what we do when we go this way. We got some cops with plastic handcuffs and ride helmets joining behind. So far, the march has been entirely peaceful from all ends, from the protesters and the police's end. We got another dog joining up. Peaceful except for the girl who got her camera knocked out. I think she dropped it. Pretty sure she dropped it and they gave it back to her 2 seconds later. But I'll rewind the stream later and rewatch, I guess. I didn't see exactly what happened when she dropped her camera. Cute dog. Very cute dog. Some people in the chat say they knocked it out of her hands. Possibly. I did not see. But either way, she has it right there walking along. Alex, do you have a dog? I don't, but I want to get one pretty soon. Alex, you have stalkers. Yippee. Love my stalkers. They're out there. My alleged stalkers. She should be able to walk along peacefully. Why harass her? She is walking along peacefully right there. Kind of in the area with some other media people. Get a Malamute. Love Malamutes. mean, from her end, you have to expect that she's not going to get the warmest response from the crowd, but again, she's walking along. Mlk.
Middle finger in the air.
No excuse for attacking a lady rat. She's, again, right here, walking along peacefully. Alright, we're now going to be entering the Brooklyn Bridge. Save the dog. The dog is having a fucking great time. All dogs that are in the crowd. I've seen at least two. So is this going all night? Probably not. But we'll see. I'll film as long as it goes on. Give them all $5. Would love to. 5x like 300. About a month's worth of rent.
Welcome, Drusilla Johnson, to the live. Welcome in, Drusilla. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, good afternoon.
All kinds of promotion.
Yeah, you got it.
Are you going to the bridge? Yes, we are getting onto the bridge now. Take over the bridge. That's what we're doing.
Hey, the big Brooklyn Bridge takeover via large family.
All right, we got someone on a scooter trying to get through the march. We got someone on the scooter who's broken through the wall of bikes. Alright, scooter man is fighting furiously to get through the crowd. Protesters are chasing behind him. Alright, scooter man is now stuck. Turned his scooter off, being held at bay from the protests by the protesters. All right, March has passed by Scooter Man. Everyone is seemingly unharmed.
I got it.
All this guy is trying to do is make a delivery. I mean, yeah, probably. This happens pretty often at these where a car or a motorcycle will try to get through like that, and people will try to keep them back. He didn't seem to be too hostile. He kind of just wanted to get through the crowd. All right, March is continuing along the bridge. More like the crowd seemed hostile to him. Well, the bikers were blocking him off, and he tried to just gas it through the bikers and get through and get on the bridge past the march. And people kind of chased him down, stopped him, and the march went along past him. It's a pretty common occurrence at these things, where a car will try to get through in that way, a bike, something like that. And we're now on the bridge. March is intact, walking along.
Black lives matter. Black women matter.
Hi, you good?
Black children matter.
I watched one of your vids where a car ran over people. Yeah, that was the worst example of that situation. Usually the situations will go more like what you just saw. Someone will try to get through. Sometimes people will stop them, tell them to pause. Sometimes they will get through and just charge to the front of the march, honking. But yeah, that other video was the worst one of those by far. He's walking up top. Yeah, some protesters choose to walk along the walking path in the middle of the bridge, because technically being on the bridge is not legal. Usually we make it across without issues, but there's always some people that choose to walk in the middle walkway.
Hey guys.
Let me try to make my way through the wall of bikes in the back. Excuse me, on your left. On your left. Thank you. Excuse me, on your left. All right, we are now paused in the middle of the bridge. We're opening it up for a little dance party. All right, I'm going to try. It's a pretty crowded bridge. I'm going to try to get the best shot that I could. Oh, on your back, your back. We are now paused on the bridge, having a dance party in the middle of the Brooklyn Bridge.
And the crowd is expensive and has impeded the Brooklyn Bridge and has also caused for a dense recess. A dance party on the Brooklyn Bridge. Black Lives Matter. New York City. And the call is for freedom. The BLM 2PR, Freedom Liberation Protest March. Count up the lights and drop a comment below after the stream.
You mind holding my bike for just a sec? Thank you, I appreciate it. Excuse me. You mind mind if I get up here for a second? Thank you. Let me try to get a better angle up here.
You're welcome, Drusilla. Thank you for supporting. Anytime, check in.
All right, Mark is continuing along. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, Mark is continuing along the Brooklyn Bridge after the dance party. Yeah, the bridge definitely is not going to collapse.
Smash that like a pound it up.
You hope. I'm almost 100% sure that the bridge will not collapse with 300 people walking on it. Emergency vehicle paths matter. Emergency vehicles can still cross on the Manhattan Bridge or the Williamsburg Bridge, which are 2 minutes down the road. So the emergency vehicles have no issue getting through. Just miles away. No, literally like 2 blocks down the road. They're right next to each other. Also, emergency vehicles don't cross the bridge. The Manhattan emergency vehicles stay in Manhattan. The Brooklyn emergency vehicles tend to stay in Brooklyn. We're having another. Are we having another dance party? But not always in emergency situations. I'm pretty sure always. I never see emergency vehicles on the bridge ever, and I'm on this bridge all the time. Is it a toll bridge? It's not a toll bridge, no.
And the Black Lives Matter movement continues to cross the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City.
We are briefly paused on the bridge again. March is continuing along. Which bridge? Brooklyn Bridge. The other side of the bridge looks well traveled. Yep. Cars are traveling normally on the other side of the bridge.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we will win.
And fuck the police. Hold up. I just NYPD. Workers out. Are y'all New Yorkers? And NYPD. NYPD. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. NYPD. NYPD. Number 2. E. NYPD. NYPD. What? Oh, y'all present? I said, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? If we don't, if we what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want justice? If we don't get it, if we don't get it, so if we don't get it, take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. Let's go. Take it to the streets and fuck the police.
Now making it towards the downside of the bridge.
Take it to the street. That's right. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. We said take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. No cops. No KKK. I said no cops. No KKK. No cops. No KKK. We said no cops. No KKK. We said no cops. No KKK. We said no ice. No KKK. Said no ice. Ice. No KKK. We said no ice. No KKK. We said no cops. No KKK. We said no ice. No KKK. No ice. No KKK. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Blue lives matter. Black lives matter. Black guys matter. Black lives matter. Blue guys matter. Black lives matter. Lives matter. Black 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 lives matter.
They're almost at the bottom of the bridge. Everyone driving by is cringing at this. Most of the cars that drive by will honk in support. New York City's a very blue area. Most people will be in support of the protests as they walk by. But some do honk out of not in support of the protest.
We want justice.
Delusional. All right, if you say so. The bridge supported the protest. The bridge did support the protest. The 300 of us were not enough to collapse the Brooklyn Bridge. Thank you, Gary, for being here. I appreciate you. We're now maybe 30 yards away from the end of the bridge. We are now at the end of the bridge, entering from Brooklyn into Manhattan. Little doggo has made it. Little doggo is kept up the whole time. Is that cone dog? No, that's a different dog. No cone on this one. Kind of dark, not sure if you could see, but no cone on him. Got the police caravan not too far behind. No cone. We are now entering into City Hall. We got the bikers walling off the traffic as the protest enters into City Hall.
Finally, the protesters have reached City Hall.
Bikes are mobilizing to block off City Hall Park. People are putting up barriers around City Hall Park to further block it off. Well,
And the protesters have barricaded themselves on the other side of the.
all right, I guess
They're in the park at this
picking up
point.
the fire. Oh no, we are tactically placing the barriers on the floor.
They've tactically removed the barriers.
Fun. And the march is now successfully in City Hall Park. Tactical, yes. Tactical. This is tactical. These are the tactics. My fart was tactical. I'm sure it was. Tactical farting. A mark of the Alex Chaser.
NYPD got that by removing us.
Lots of racism in this chat. Yeah.
That the entire movement would stop. But that could have been more wrong. They could have been more wrong. We have been marching to whatever 5 months. And in that time, we have created less community.
Now giving speeches in the center of City Hall Park.
This is why we continue to fight. Because it is worth it. This is worth it. I don't know
You sound like you're 5'8", 135.
this community, this
Nope.
movement has helped
Very
me
off.
find myself.
I'm about 6'5", 240.
This
So
movement,
very off.
we have saved countless black lives. And that's more than the government can ever do. We do not need the system in place because it does not work for black people. So what must we do? Remove it and create another one. This is how we should be coming out all the time. All the time. Because they want us to be divided. Because they can conquer us if we all working together. We are all fighting to achieve black liberation. So we need to always be together. We are on the same team. It's negative 147,000 degrees. And we are all out here because we love each other. This movement is about love. Love. And by coming back here, there's so many memories were made, so much positive energy was in this space. By coming back here, we are showing the NYPD that we don't need the permission to be anywhere. We will come back here.
Fences have now been tactically kicked up. You make it to the other side where there's a bit better lighting.
These passion.
Excuse me. Got some commotion across the street. Let's see what's going on down here.
We must make sure that we are continuing his work even when we are outside. A simple share, a simple like, a simple conversation with your friends. Somebody else.
Protesters are here yelling at cops to get the fuck out of here. Oh, they're yelling at, who are they yelling at? Yeah, they're yelling at the cops to, quote, get the fuck out of here. No, they are following the camera woman from before. Yelling at her to, quote, get the fuck out of here.
We're staying in the park. We're staying in the park. Back to go. Back to go.
Wait, why? She's a Trump supporter. I believe she's live streaming too, or taking some video. So they're just chasing her off. Something like that. Yeah, they're not really attacking her. She's never been attacked at any point. Just kind of chased off. How's it going? Right. The filming Trump woman is now back behind the wall of police across the street. Protest is scattered throughout the City Hall Park.
Go back to the park, guys. Let's go back to the park. We have the park. Open the streets. Open the streets. We have the park. You got the street. Let's go.
Protest is reconvening, scattered throughout City Hall Park. Figuring out exactly where we will go, what the plan is from here. All right, we have some police presence right here, coming alongside City Hall Park with plastic handcuffs.
Get on the sidewalk again!
The discussion is seems to be about the discussion seems to be about whether or not we should take the streets or stay back here in the park. So that's where we're at, as Bike Man does his balancing tricks. Alex Chaser, get back in the closet. Will do. Love my closet. Basketball Bro is based. Basketball Bro is based as fuck. Basketball Bro is all over this city doing that all the time. I run into him literally all the time. If you guys want, follow his Instagram. His Instagram is @JesusSavesHumanity. He has a lot of really funny, interesting videos on there of him balancing the ball on the bike, balancing the ball while dancing. He's a funny dude. You could just do it for hours, like. Why are they in the road? There's a whole park to stand in. Well, that's what the discussion is right now. Some people want to take the streets. Some people want to stay in the park. Most of the people are in the park at the moment, but we're discussing. All right, now the police have come on with the LRAD, telling people if they remain in the roadway, they'll be subject to arrest. So I'm going to go ahead and get on the sidewalk. Most of the march is in the sidewalk with a small crowd in the street. I try to do my best to film and get as close as I can. All right, police are now on the LRAD, instructing people off the street or they'll be subject to arrest. They are mobilizing across the street over here. Almost everyone is in on the sidewalk or in the park with maybe 20 or so people on the street. Now we have more police coming across the street here with plastic huts, mobilizing and on the LRAD. They should do this at Congress. Yeah, we probably should. We are at City Hall Park in New York City, which is kind of like Congress of the city, kind of, sort of.
You will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway.
I'm gonna get in the street now, and if shit gets wild, I'll make a run for it. I'll try to get as close as I can and film what I can. Don't run. No, when they come in, I'm running. They expect me to fight with the cops? Should I get in a fist fight with the NYPD? That's not really what I'm trying to do today. All right. Police seem to be waiting for the traffic to roll by as they mobilize. We have more cops with plastic cuffs coming from the right. I'm way out in front of the street now. Hopefully I don't get grabbed up here. Gun it. Probably would be a good move. Bikers close it up. All right, I'm going to close it up with the bikers. Let's see how this turns out.
This is the New York City Police Department.
All right. Traffic is now paused at the light. Police look like they're going to be moving in. We have cops in the road. On the LRAD, telling people to get into the sidewalk, they will be subject to arrest. Yeah, we can get the march moving. That'll be a good idea. Let's get moving with the march. Now, watch your back. Watch your back. All right. Everyone's now backing up onto the sidewalk. All right, everyone's now backed up onto the sidewalk. Excuse me. Let me get up. All right. I don't have any room to get up in front because I ran like a bitch.
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic.
Everyone is now on the sidewalk. Police remain on the LRAD.
No charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk.
Now police are blocking the street. What a joke. Yeah, they are. All right. Let me try to get my bike in the front. Yo, get behind my bike. Get behind my bike. Arrest Alex. Alex is on the sidewalk for reference. Using the bike to block off. Find disorder.
And we see the police reinforcements have lined up.
All right, setting my bike down here so people don't trip and fall over it. Getting dragged along by the fence. Oh, police are now backing up. No arrest made. Steal his bike. No, don't steal that bike. Love my bike. All right, protesters are now in the street yelling at the cops to move back. We're now facing off with NYPD in the roadway.
Everybody call out. Take out your phone, the cameras, call out.
Interesting developments. Yep, highly interesting developments. March.
The march is moving.
Organizers are directing people that the march is moving.
The march is moving this way.
Mike's there. Oh, back on the sidewalk. All right, we've been rushed back by the cops, back onto the sidewalk. It looks like people are fighting with the cops in the street. Arrests have been made. Yeah, at least a few arrests have been made in there. All right. Police have arrested multiple people. Police are still walling people off back at City Hall Park right here.
Things are getting out of control.
fucking New York police cameras.
NYPD just attacked them for absolutely no reason. No reason.
All right, so police have moved in with a violent response, making multiple arrests. Most of the protesters remain on the sidewalk at City Hall Park with, I see at least 4 or so arrests, maybe more. I'm gonna try to do my best to stay as close as I could. The LRAD message continues. Police made the situation worse. That they did. All right, we got another arrest being made over here. People are trying hard to not get arrested. We got like 15 cops arresting one girl. And we got more. Watch your back! We got more cops rolling in from the side here, walling off the traffic. What is the charge? It's usually like disorderly conduct. Sometimes they'll get a resisting arrest. Usually very minor charges that tend to get dropped pretty quick. Most of the people get released the next day, but it's different in different cases. But there definitely have been more serious charges in certain cases. Yeah, blocking the roadway, disorderly conduct. Those are like the main 2. Resisting arrest would probably be the third one. We got another 3, 4 arrests being made here. We got legal observers across the street taking notes. I'm gonna try to get over there without getting grabbed up. For no reason. Well, technically, legally speaking, it's not for no reason. It's for disorderly conduct, blocking a roadway, things like that. But in human terms, they are little bullshit charges. We had, I think, at least 8 or 9 arrests being made. Protesters are now being loaded into the police van. We have legal observers taking notes of the protesters' names. Cops giving me a little stink eye, so I'm going to stay back on the sidewalk. All right. Most of the march is still here in City Hall Park. Vehicle that will be taking people to jail.
My father served in the U.S. military, and when they buried him, they brought flags. Stop touching me, bro. I got this book. I don't like God ain't shit you get. God said you be let me let you go. Oh yeah, what did I get? Say it. Say it.
It's not your job. It's not your job to touch her.
You know.
You don't touch
You
her.
know.
When somebody touches you, that's fucking assault. Yeah, but guess what? It's not about your face. It's about assault. It's about assault. Guess what? Just because you're an officer, don't give you the God. God ain't sent you. Sir, black man, God is Jesus Christ. You're not listening. Jesus Christ ain't sent you here for shit.
We have people fighting as they're entering the police vehicle. Police are roughing people up as they push them into the police vehicle. Now we got more cops entering behind. Most of the people on this side of the street are legal observers and photographers taking pictures. The rest of the march remains over there, behind the barrier at City Hall Park, still being walled off by the police. Everyone now has their phones out recording.
Why? You know why? Because you don't know. As an officer, we have rights. And because it's like this group, right? Right is, guess what? First of all, you don't protect me just because you're white. And by the way, don't come out here policing. The president, your president, switch off the motherfucking.
And we have another arrest being made here.
Fucking Nazi. What's the prime minister?
Counted, we're probably in the double digits with arrests at this point. At least 10 or close to that.
I wish you were fucking dead. You dead.
Protesters are making fun of the cops as they're being taken into the jail vehicle. Not easily deterred by the situation. All right. And we have another protester being arrested, being carried out by 4 cops. They just dropped her on the floor like fucking property. Police are now taking a few steps closer to the legal observers and camera people. We might have close to 20 arrests at this point. I've lost count. Difficult to see in the scramble. The legal observers take the names and the birthdays of the protesters for their records and just step away with the camera for that. Protesters are yelling at the cops to put a mask on. Many of the cops, in fact, do not have their masks on. Sidewalk. Well, we're in the street right now, for the most part, but this is all mostly media people and legal observers with the green hats. So the police are not moving aggressively towards them. The rest of the march is still there. They're still pulling people out of the main march and arresting them. They just pulled out another two. They just grabbed another two from the main protest across the street at City Hall Park. I don't know why they're grabbing more people at the park. All right, I'm gonna make my way towards the main part of the march in the park. See why the hell they're grabbing people up from here as they're on the sidewalk. Because they just grabbed up like another 10 people from the park over here. Again, we are on the sidewalk in the park. Police walk right by me. Not really subject to arrest because I'm on the sidewalk in the park. Right, the LRAD is on. They're telling people to get on the sidewalk or they'll be arrested. All protesters are in the park, which is well on the sidewalk.
You will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prisoner transport vehicle, or if you refuse,
What are you grabbing people for? Everyone's on the sidewalk. Protesters are walking the police down as they exit the sidewalk. They grabbed up at least another 10 people over here while I was across the street filming the arrest. We're all on the fucking sidewalk.
As far as we can tell,
Every person is on the sidewalk.
People are on the sidewalk. Protesters are actually on the sidewalk.
Protesters are continuing to walk the police down as they exit the park back into the streets. Is that Big Mike? No. Imagine.
Okay, now the protesters are now
Imagine Big Mike is
no longer just
proud
in
of
the
himself.
park. They've been walking the police back for a couple of minutes now. They
I
have
do my best to stay as close as I can and keep filming. No one's on the roadway. Police are moving in again. We're all on the sidewalk, not a single person on the roadway. Oh, wire. Once the cops make one arrest, they tend to try to make as many as they can afterwards, whether people remain on the sidewalk or on the road. Once they make one or two arrests, they try to make as many as they can and just get the protest broken up. That's generally how it goes. LRAD is still on, telling people to get off the street. Meanwhile, no one is on the street, not a single person. Police are doing too much. They're on the sidewalk. Yeah. Everyone here is well within the fucking sidewalk. Not a single person on the street. But again, once they make arrests, they try to make as many as they could. Stop this riot now. Well, tell the cops to stop the rioting. The riot will stop. We were all peaceful before the arrests were made. None of the protesters are rioting at all. Protesters are chanting, "Move back," and pushing the cops back into the street as they retreat to the other side of the street. A few brave protesters are back in the street now, squaring off with the cops.
Situation. What do you think, BLR family? If you're not bold enough to drop a comment in the live, feel free to drop a comment below.
One of the cops briefly took off his corona mask and said something to the protester. The protester says he told him, "Hey, I want you," meaning come fight me. But I didn't hear, can't confirm or deny. Small crowd. It was bigger before. It's still pretty big. It's spread out everywhere as people are being dragged off and arrested. Not sure how many people have left at this point. We have part of the protest here. We have some more bikes there, some more protesters here, more protesters here, more across the street. Everything is scattered all over the place at this point as the cops do their best to break the protest up as Bike Man passes, doing his tricks. The LRAD is still on over here. Again, everyone is not even close to the street, well within the sidewalk. March was entirely peaceful before the arrests were made.
Charged with additional crime. Since you have refused to cooperate, you can be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not,
Protesters are continuing to chant, not easily deterred by the heavy police presence and response. Alex, you should charge the street. Yeah, that's what I should do. Great idea. Not really. They're more passionate now than they were at the beginning of the march.
charged with additional crimes. Since you have refused to cooperate, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prison or transport transport vehicle, or if you resist arrest, you may be charged with additional crimes. Since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prisoner transport vehicle, or if you resist arrest, you may be charged with additional crimes. Since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prisoner transport
I'm
vehicle,
going to make my way across the street where people are being brought into the arrest vehicle.
Stay here so we might as well fight, right?
We're here, bro. We're here. You gotta go in here. You gotta stop right here. Don't go around. I'm trying to see what the
We got more protesters squaring off with the cops here as arrests were made in the street across from City Hall Park. Police are urging people to step onto the sidewalk. Protesters ignoring their bullshit demands. Protesters responding to the police with, quote, "Shut the fuck up, you coon-ass hoe," when told to get on the sidewalk. In my humble opinion, a very proper response. Protests remain scattered all over the place near the City Hall Park area as people are brought into the police vehicle to be arrested.
Keep fucking driving! You shut the fuck up! Get the fuck out the car now!
All right, we got somebody driving by in their car, not so supportive of the protest,
You got car!
What? That was that?
No, I'm saying
yelling something at the protesters.
the white civilian in the fucking car.
There's still a group of people in the park. It's on.
There are still a group of people in the park. Organizers are attempting to regroup the protesters in the park as best as they could.
All right, march to the center.
My bad. Biased reporting. Yeah, probably. And police are retreating to the other side of the street. Arrests are still being made over here. I counted close to 20 people arrested. I'm going to make my way closer to the arrest being made. And they've had to bring a second police vehicle to finish up all the arrests. This is one of our bigger days in terms of the number of arrests made in recent months. Okay, my bad. What street is this? This is City Hall Park, Chambers and Center Street in Manhattan, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge. What are they protesting? We were having a Black Lives Matter march in honor of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. More cops are moving in. BLM again. Yeah, it was a BLM march. Police vehicles are now leaving with the arrested protesters as protesters scream, "Let them out."
Can you see the van number from your height?
Can I see the van number? Van number is 1970. For whoever just asked. The van number is 1970. Whoever just asked it. Protesters are now in the street, squaring off with the wall of cops.
On the precinct to the ground!
Police are possibly mobilizing to make more arrests. Police are pushing the protesters back off the street now, screaming, "Move back."
And the police are.
All right, and it looks like a few more arrests are being made.
The police began to rush the protesters.
All right, we have at least one arrest being made in that scramble. 2 arrests being made in that scramble. The LRAD is on again.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you serve? Who do you serve? Who do you serve?
How many arrests do you think were made? Probably close to a couple of dozen at this point. Over 20.
Now, we do anticipate 50 protests tomorrow in lieu of the presidential inauguration. 50 states will be in protesting.
Police have walled off the sidewalk again as they
Stay safe out there,
take away
everyone.
the arrested
Careful
protesters.
of your surroundings at all times.
Protesters have one of the arrested. The police have one of the arrested on the floor with his shoes falling off as they carry him into the vehicle. All right, we got more cops moving in, continuing to push people back. We are all on the sidewalk at this point. All right.
Don't get pushed into the sidewalk.
We have a very heavy response from the police, aggressively pushing people down the road, chasing people down the road. People are running away into City Hall Park. NYPD look like they're grabbing more people.
The police seem to be more agitated than usual tonight.
Scene is very chaotic
To say
at
the
this
least.
point. We're pretty much trapped between a wall of cops on the sidewalk, more cops on the street. We have nowhere to run. Protest is split again into multiple groups. One group here, another group here. They've left us some small room to exit now. We have some room to exit here. Police are legally obliged to leave room for the protesters to exit if they wish.
That's not a baseball game. If you're on this side, I need you to walk with us. If you're on this side, I need you to walk with us. Come back. Everybody go.
We know black people are shine.
Protesters continue to square off with cops. Many have left at this point. Many more protesters down this lane, the other side of the park, walled off by the police. Twerking. She was twerking. Again, the people here are not deterred so easily. Many in these crowds have been arrested at least once at this point. People are not so scared of the cops at this point. Protesters are yelling at the police to move back as they step back into the street. Police are now retreating into the street after their most recent scramble and series of arrests made. At any moment, the cops can just start attacking and arrest people. Yep, pretty much. Once they make one or two arrests for the night, they try as hard as they can to get the protest broken up by any means they could. Usually more arrests are made from that point. All right, protesters are continuing to chase people down the street again. My bad. All right. Police are chasing people out of the park. The scene is beyond chaotic at this point. The police keep retreating momentarily and then rushing in again, making arrests, retreating. Same pattern for the past hour plus. Organizers are trying to get the rest of the protesters to disperse.
Let's go, y'all. On to the sidewalk. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The LRAD is still on. Police have momentarily retreated into the street. Drummer remains in good spirits. And another arrest being made. Is that a legal observer they're fucking arresting? It might just be a green helmet. They generally don't grab the legal observers.
On the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk, guys.
Police are again retreating for the moment. Alright, we got police rushing after a few that are in the street. Police are responding aggressive as shit at this point. Chasing people down the block as they run away. Don't know if they caught anyone in that scramble as people ran down the block. No, I don't see anyone in that crowd of cops. Police are now, they're grabbing up someone again. Making more arrests. Putting my bike somewhere safe. Protesters remain squared off with the police as they are pushed back onto the sidewalk. The LRAD is on again. Police are threatening to make even more arrests. We might have close to 30 arrests at this point. Police are just grabbing people up as they wish. They're taking away a few handcuffs. There remains a small crowd of protesters, probably less than 40 or 50 people at this point.
People were definitely drugged away and walked away.
Yelling at the cops to turn the LRAD to quote the fuck off. Nobody cares.
The protest was profound. The police were extremely aggressive last night in New York City, once again.
Nothing told me to get on top of.
Arrests were in fact made.
We got one more being taken out in cuffs here. Protesters are scattered all over City Hall Park.
Time to come. Time to come. Time to come.
Every time the police rush in, make arrests, the protesters yell at them to move back as they retreat back into the street.
Yeah, we need to get a principal.
And for now, the police have, in fact, moved back, so to speak.
No. Goodbye.
Organizers are still trying to get the march to get moving.
We're moving this way. No!
Many of the protesters are retreating out of the park. Some remain here at the corner while the cops put people in the vehicles to be arrested. What is this? Is that Hishi Tischler? I believe that's Hishi Tischler. That's how you say his name. People are continuing to march down the block, chanting Black Lives Matter. Some remain at the corner as arrests are being made. Okay. Yeah, this dude. I don't know if you've seen him on the internet. He's quite a figure in the New York City area. Made his way on over. Most of the protesters are walking away to disperse at this point. Alex Chaser guzzles Soros loads. Sure, why not?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. Or no, no, for that. Yeah. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Love you. No. I'm trying to hear that.
I did. They were about to hit your head on the pavement. And then it's like this thing like, you're pressed, so I can do this. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
Now you know what we went through when we tried to like fuck out of the streets.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done that personally.
Alex Chaser yelled bomb, bomb, bomb. Sure. The best thing to do. Alex Chaser load guzzler. Why not? Get it trending on that internet.
That sounds like
Alex is reading from his chats VLR family, if you're wondering.
so you think is the whole is that
What do you
Trump
think?
thing? I mean,
Drop a comment below.